everyone, this is Yarn Realm. We're going to be doing the flare bell bottom leg warmers. We're going to be using 4-weight yarn. I have 2 shades of purple right here and a 5.5 millimeter hook. Right now we're going to start off with the ribbing. This is going to be a pattern that will help you, that will be made to your size. All we're going to do is start with a slip knot and do as much chains until it fits around your leg. I'm going to do mine 35 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And then we're going to slip stitch into the beginning of the chain, the first chain that we created right here where the tail is coming out from. And try not to twist your yarn. And after this we do a chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to start double crocheting. To do a double crochet, you yarn over, insert into the chain, yarn over, pull through, and you have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and you have 2 loops left over again, yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops, and that's your double crochet. Do this all the way around and you should end up with 35 stitches still, since we're not going to crochet into the 2 chains, and the 2 chains are not considered a stitch. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 34, and 35. See, so we still ended up with 35 stitches. We're going to slip stitch into the top of the beginning of the first double crochet. So skip the 2 chains and slip stitch into the double crochet stitch right here. And slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 2, which is still not counted as a stitch, and it's not counted as a stitch throughout the entire pattern. And now we're going to do front post and back posts to do the ribbing. You do a normal double crochet. Instead you go behind. This is still the first double crochet. You go behind and front of the first double crochet. So this is called the front post because the post is going to the front. And then you just crochet normally. And then you're gonna do a back post. So you put your crochet hook to the back and bring it out to the other side. And so now that's in the back. And then you do a double crochet like normal. So the front post pushes the post forward and the back post pushes the post backwards. And we're going to do this throughout. Do a front post, and then a back post. Front post, and the back post. At the end of the row, we still end up with 35 stitches. Yep, I'm close to the end right now. This is my last stitch right here. Oops. The last stitch that we do a post on, whether it's a back post or front post, it should be the double crochet. We do not have to do a post or crochet into the chain that's right there, since it's not counted as a stitch. After this last double crochet I did, we slip stitch into the top of the beginning double crochets and chain 2. And I don't usually turn my work. You don't have to turn your work going like this. You could just keep going around. That's what I like doing. It makes it a bit easier and not struggling to turn it. So we're on round 3 and we're going to do the front post again and the back post all the way to the end. And then I'll show you what we're going to do after this. Once you're done doing the front post and back post ribbing. Okay, I'm at the end here. Sometimes it looks like it's not the end, but as long as you can tell, as long as you see the chains that are here, you can tell that you're at the end. Sometimes it just doesn't, because of how much it scrunches inwards from doing the front post and back posts. But pay attention and you'll see the chains that you had right there. I'm going to do the last stitch right here. This is the end of round 3. I'm going to do my double crochet. I'm going to do half of my double crochet right there. I left 2 loops on the hook, and I'm going to change my color now to this color B. Mine is the darker purple. And then just, yeah. And then pull up a loop of the second color. We're going to push this backwards. We'll just flip it like this, if you want to do it that way, just so it's out of the way for now. And there's that. And now after we change the color, we do the slip stitch onto the first double crochet that's right there on round 3. And I like slip stitching both of the tails together, the working yarn and the tail together into it. So we slip stitch that one, pull it a little bit tight so it closes and makes it tiny. And now we're going to do chain 2, 1, 2. You can work around the yarn tail or sew them in afterwards. I'm going to work around it. And you could turn if you like turning. And I'm just going to be going around. So like this. And now we're going to do a double crochets as we normally do. That's 1. And do the double crochets all the way around. So I'm at the end right now. I have these last 2 stitches that I have to do. I did 34 double crochets, and on my 35th stitch, or the very last stitch that you have, depending on how much you chained, the very last stitch we're going to do an increase, which just means 2 double crochets into the same stitch. So now we just added 1 more double crochet. That means I ended up with 36 double crochets. So it just adds 1 each time. We're going to slip stitch into the beginning, into the first double crochet, chain 2, and continue with the double crochets all the way around. And you should do an increase at the very last stitch. The color change will be after every 2 rows. So this is the first one, and this is the second row that is going to be in this color. So this is the second row that I have that's going to be in color B, which means after this I'm going to do color A. So I'm close to the end right here. I'm at the end of the row. We're going to do the increase on the very last stitch. That's 2 double crochets in the same stitch. And here's the second one. And since we're going to do a color change, don't finish the double crochet and leave the 2 loops. And now we're going to do color A again. You do not have to cut the yarn. All we gotta do is just bring it in, then slip stitch together. Just make sure it's not too tight, and it'll look like this on the inside. Chain 2 and proceed the same way. Keep doing the double crochets all the way around to the end, and once you're on your very last stitch, you do an increase, which adds 1 double crochet each row. You keep going up, it just keeps adding 1 more. Remembering to change colors every 2 rows. So right here, do the increase, which is 2 double crochets into the last stitch. And then we slip stitch. So by the end of this, we will have bell bottoms that look like this. This is how the bell bottom flared leg warmers look. 3 rows of ribbing, and we change colors for each 2 rows afterwards, and we add 1 increase into the last stitch of each row. Thank you for watching Yarn Realm. I hope this helped you create your own bell bottoms, and I would love to see all the different combinations or the color combinations that you guys create. I have the community tab, and I opened it up for the my subscribers to post on there as well, I think. If I didn't, then I hope I did. I hope it works. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Show me some of your different color combinations of your leg warmers. I would love to see those and how you style them. I'm actually excited to see those. I am very excited. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Happy crocheting.